I was reading through the scriptures this morning when John chapter 13, verse 21 and 22 struck me. Listen to what it says in verse 21. Jesus says, "Very truly I tell you, one of you is going to betray me." Now, that's not the scripture that struck me. It's the next verse, verse 22. His disciples stared at one another at a loss to know which of them he meant. Do you know they had no idea, not even the faintest hint, that Judas was a devil from the beginning? Now, I bring this up because I think sometimes we think we can tell who a true Christian is by looking at them. No, you can't. See, Judas didn't have horns growing out. He didn't do anything that made them think he was not a true disciple of Christ. So they were shocked. They didn't know who it was. And Peter then motions to John and says, "Would you ask Jesus, who is it? We don't know who it is." And that's when Jesus said to John, "The one that I give the piece of bread, he's the one." And when Jesus gives the piece of bread to Judas, he tells him, "Judas, go do what you have to do quickly." And even then, when he got up, they didn't know Judas was going to betray Christ. I'm bringing this up because too many of us think that everyone that we see that says they're a Christian is a real Christian. But we know Judas, he had a healing ministry, he cast out demons, he performed miracles, but that's not enough. Didn't Jesus say, "Many will say to me, did we not cast out demons? Did we not heal the sick?" And Jesus said, "Depart from me, I never knew you." No, what is the evidence that someone is a true Christian? Only one. And Jesus lays it out in this same chapter, verse 35. "By this, everyone will know that you are my disciples if you love one another." That's it. The test is love. And Judas' action proved he didn't love Jesus and he didn't love the disciples because he was going to get Jesus and the disciples into trouble. No, he showed no love. He departed. In fact, he didn't even stay to finish the Last Supper. You can tell who the true followers are when they depart from the fellowship of believers. John says in 1 John, he says, "They departed from us, for they did not belong to us. And if they had belonged to us, they would have remained with us. But their going forth showed that they did not belong to us." You can eventually tell when people drop out of church, never to return back to church again, never to take Holy Communion. And that gives clear evidence. They don't really love the church, for if they did, they would want to be with the Christians.